glad that you guys can join our broadcast here on YouTube of the Broadstreet Church of Christ. We're taking our devotion from Genesis chapter 19, verses 15 through 17, where the Bible reads, "And when the morning arose, the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him. And they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape, escape for your life. Look not behind thee." Our Broadstreet devotion is coming to you from Genesis 19, where we want to let you know that the Lord wants to make you a thriver and not a survivor. Okay? We don't want you to look back. You know, we're in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah right here, but the Bible calls it the Valley of Siddim. And in this valley, there was a lot of despicable, detestable things going on. As you read earlier in Genesis 19, that the men of Sodom tried to get Lot's men, and they wanted to sleep with them, and wanted to whoremonger with them, and commit all kinds of homosexuality with them. And so the Lord came to the rescue in the valley for Lot and his wife and his family. He says, listen, we're going to bring you out the valley that you're in. But one thing that I want you to do is when we bring you out of this valley, I don't want you to look back. And that's a lesson for us today, is that the Lord is going to bring us out of the valleys in our lives. But the one thing that he don't want us to do is that he don't want us to look back. You see, look at the PowerPoint that we got up here for everybody viewing. And we want to make sure that, you know, you can see the point that we're trying to do as well. When God is ready to bring you out of the valley of the slide pit, he's telling you, don't look back. And here's the point we want to make. God doesn't want anybody to just survive. God wants us to thrive. You see, you survive when you find life, but you thrive when you learn how to live. You survive when you add years to your life, but you thrive when you add life to your years. Some of us are going to live longer than others, but God wants us to make sure that the life that we live is a quality of life. He wants us to live our best life for him. Even when we find ourselves down in the valley, God says, listen, I want you to continue to live your life for me. God, he wants you to survive. He don't want you to survive or just survive when you focus on the physical things. But he wants you to thrive focusing in on the physical things. You see, physical stuff, temporary survival for the moment. Spiritual stuff is eternal survival. And that's why we got it on the board. God wants you to be eternally equipped so that you can live life with him when this world is long gone. You know, you survive when you put your hands on the tangible, but you thrive when you put your eyes on the intangible. In other words, God wants you to put your faith in him, that substance that you can't see, but you have to rely on him for your every need. You survive when you are blessed, but you thrive when you bless somebody else. You see that? You survive when you get in life, but you thrive when you give in life. God wants us to be more than people that just having our hands out. But he wants us to be a people that can put the substance in the hands of others who have their hands out. God blesses us to bless. You survive when you talk the talk, but you thrive when you walk the walk. You survive when you say a prayer, but you thrive when you pray a prayer. Now, let me explain to you what I'm talking about right there. You said, some of us get caught up in saying the same repetitious prayer. Lord, thank you for the bread we're about to eat. Thank you for the food. Thank you for life and for strength. But you learn to pray. But life is squeezed out on you like a busted grape, when there's nobody but you and God. and your situation and your circumstances make you cry to God like you never cried to God before. You survive when you know who you are, but you thrive when you know whose you are. Who do you belong to today? Do you belong to God, or do you belong to somebody else? See, God has given every man, woman, boy, and girl the same opportunity to be his child. You know, some of us right now, we live on this life, on this earth, and we live in lavishly. We live in like we don't have any kind of problems here or there. But even though we may have good substance here, we may have a problem with our eternal life. Let's move on. You survive when you sing a song, but you thrive when you have a song to sing. You survive when you depend on your education, but you thrive when you depend on your edification. What has God taught you through the circumstances of your life? What has God taught you when he gives you this opportunity to feel the pressure and the heat when life squeezes you down? What has God taught you about him, about his grace, about his mercy, about his love? You survive when you sleep at night, but you thrive when you rest at night. See, it's one thing to be able to go to sleep. It's another thing to be able to rest. David says, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. See, I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep knowing that I got the best protector in the world, and that's God. You survive when you have money in your pocket, but you thrive when you have God in your heart. You survive when you say a prayer, but you thrive when you pray a prayer. You survive when you celebrate what you drive, but you thrive when you celebrate who drives you. Isn't that wonderful? And finally, as we get ready to stop our devotion for this evening, you survive when you can depend on God, but you thrive when God can depend on you. That's why God is letting us know right now, I'm ready to move you from the Valley of Siddim. I'm ready to take you from your Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm ready to do for you what you can't do for yourself. But once I pull you from your low point, all I want you to do is keep your eyes on me. Don't look back. Don't think about what you're leaving behind. Let it go. Because what you're coming to is greater, far greater than that substance that you're leaving behind. This is Brother Anthony of the Broadstreet Church of Christ. We're inviting you to come see us at 1213 Broad Street in Phoenix City, Alabama. We also invite you to follow us on our Broadstreet page on Facebook at Broadstreet C of C. That's Broadstreet, capital C, of and C. We hope that you tune in, and we hope that you can be blessed by the messages that we present.